Please be seated. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dale Johnston. I'm interim provost and CEO for Antioch University, Los Angeles. On behalf of the faculty, staff, and administration, I want to welcome you to the 45th commencement ceremony of Antioch University, Los Angeles. Thank you all for coming today to recognize and celebrate the accomplishments of these candidates for graduation. And there are several groups of people here today who deserve some recognition. First of all, the candidates for graduation. I offer you a very special welcome and congratulations. Today is a significant day in your life, one I hope you will long remember. You each have struggled mightily to get to this day, and you have bright futures ahead. And I am delighted to welcome you here today to enter the coterie of Antioch University alums. Today marks a journey that began 2 or 3 years ago for most of you, but I know some of you personally who have striven for this for 3, 4, 5 years maybe to get to this point. So this is a great accomplishment, and it takes hard work, diligent study, and determination. And you have succeeded. So congratulations. So after today, no more mandatory reading, no more treks across town to attend classes, no more reaction papers, no more research papers. So you have successfully reached another milestone on your life's journey. Congratulations on your accomplishment. We're here to celebrate you today. Then, of course, you have not been alone in this journey. I want to offer a special welcome to all the family and friends who are here today to celebrate with the class of graduates. You may not have reached this point if it had not been for these people. They have assisted you, supported you, and provided love during this critical time and have contributed to your success. Will all those people who have supported, encouraged, and maybe at times pushed these graduates a little, would you all please stand and be recognized? I know I can speak for all the graduates when I say, thank you for all that you have done. And of course, we would not be here today without the AULA faculty. They designed the programs these students have studied. They presented relevant and timely understanding of theory and applied that theory to the world in which we live. They've encouraged these students along their path. They've evaluated their work. And today they attest that these students are prepared to graduate. Will the AULA faculty please rise and be recognized? And of course, we need to recognize the platform party, the people on the stage who are going to be providing the program today. We have members of our faculty and staff, as well as senior administration and a Board of Governors members. These people will be introduced as they take their part in the programs. Finally, before we begin, I would be remiss if we did not recognize members of the Antioch community who we lost this last year, and I cite their names. Craig Johnson, MA in Clinical Psychology student. Wally Handley, adjunct faculty member and graduate of the BA in Liberal Studies program and in the MA in Organizational program. Greg Henderson, an esteemed adjunct faculty member in the undergraduate and graduate psych program. Carol Zeitz, core faculty and founding director of the Child Studies specialization in the graduate psych program. Nancy Fawcett, adjunct faculty member in the graduate psych program. I want to pay particular attention and acknowledge and mourn the passing of Nancy Fawcett. Nancy was one of the essential members of our academic family. From the time she joined us as a graduate psychology student in 1984, her warmth and grace personally touched all whom she met. From Antioch students, she went on to be the founder and one of the most active members of the AULA Alumni Council. Nancy also established a private therapy practice and was an invaluable member of the AULA graduate psychology faculty. She was also an art lover and photographer and consistently participated in campus art shows. Nancy and her husband, Jim, are loyal supporters of AULA and always attended events and contributed financially to many projects. Nancy was one of those special people who affect and change a multitude of lives. She will be greatly missed. May we have a moment of silence in respect for those who are no longer with us. Thank you. And now on with our program. Our first speaker this afternoon is Interim Chancellor of Antioch University, Bill Groves. Bill has been involved with Antioch for almost 4 decades, beginning in 1979 when he joined the Springfield, Ohio law firm of Martin, Brown, Hull, and Harper, PLL, and served as Antioch's outside general counsel. In October 2010, Mr. Groves was hired to form Antioch University's first in-house Office of General Counsel, and he has served as interim chancellor for the last year. Chancellor Groves serves on the Ohio Bar Association's Board of Governors and has also served as an officer and board member on numerous charitable and nonprofit organizations such as the United Way, Planned Parenthood, and the YMCA. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you Interim Chancellor Bill Groves.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. You're taller than I am. So welcome and good afternoon to the graduates, your family and friends, and our special guests, and the faculty and staff. To our newest graduates, I know we tried to melt you out in the lobby, but you look great sitting there now. So congratulations. You've made it to another milestone in your educational path. And I hope that today is one of those mountaintop experiences that you only get so many times in your life. So sit back and enjoy it. And at the risk of sounding like an airline flight attendant, thank you for choosing Antioch University. I'd like to reiterate what Dale just said about the faculty and thank them as well. It is through our faculty that the mission of Antioch University is achieved every day. It's through their caring, their teaching, their support of your learning experience, and the building of relationships with you as students that allow us to provide the kind of transformative experience that we hope that you have enjoyed here at Antioch. So thank you to the faculty. And I'd like to thank the staff, without whom we could not operate from one day to the next. They know that. And we know that. So thank you. We could not have done this ceremony without the support of our wonderful staff. And there's one other person I'd like to recognize before I move on with my comments. And Dale, if you would please come forward. The person I would like to recognize is your wife, Elsa. And I know I'm embarrassing you, Elsa, but somewhere I know you're out there. And I want to thank Elsa particularly, and Dale too, for your service in the last year, Dale. Elsa gave up another year of retirement, or at least phased retirement, when you agreed a year ago to step into a leadership void that was created during this reorganization of the university, and put off your travel plans, and put off your phased retirement, and accept the request by your faculty to serve on this campus as the interim provost. You've done a remarkable job, and I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank Elsa for loaning Dale to us for one more year. And now you can start your travel plans. As you all know, Dale is retiring as of Friday. We're not sure how that happened, but somehow he managed to get free. So, Dale, thank you. I also want to let everyone know that, Dale started with Antioch University 28 years ago, joining the Antioch University Los Angeles campus as a faculty member and provost, later serving as president of this campus and the Santa Barbara campus at a time when the two campuses were known as Antioch University, Southern California. He stepped down from that role as president, went back to teaching in the humanities over the last several years, and now is really retiring. Over the course of those years, he's already received a couple of honorific titles from the university, including a distinguished professor of humanities and president emeritus of the university. So, Dale, thank you for all that service. And to add to that, and on behalf of the Board of Governors of Antioch University, it's my honor to publicly announce today that in recognition of Dale's many years of service to Antioch University, especially the Antioch University Los Angeles campus, and because of his strong leadership of this campus, the Board of Governors passed a resolution on June 6, 2017, and bestowed upon Dale the honorific title of Professor Emeritus of Antioch University. Dale, congratulations. Dale's been a voice of calm reason and wisdom in the last year, and I particularly will miss you, Dale. There will be a big void in the years and years of tradition and knowledge that you take with you about Antioch. So thank you very much. So a few more words to our graduates, if I can get this tassel out of my face. You might have thought that upon graduating, you're kind of done with this Antioch University thing, but no, that's not quite true. You are moving into a new role today, and that is as an alumna or alumnus of Antioch University, because in this journey that you take throughout your life, we will continue to be interested in your successes, and we hope that you'll be interested in ours. But we will share something in common, and that is the Antioch DNA, a common Antioch spirit. I hope you feel that spirit in which your education has brought you here. I hope that you take it with you, but I want you to take a few facts with you as you do that. There's a couple things I need you to know. First of all, you stand with many others. The Antioch University is a national university, and whether you graduated from Antioch, Los Angeles, or the former college, or the former law school, or the campuses we now operate in Santa Barbara, Seattle, Ohio, New Hampshire, you are still an alumnus of Antioch University, even our online program and graduate schools of leadership and change. We are one university. You are one group of alumni of now 75,000 across the country. It's a prestigious group. And a venerable group. Second, I would like you to understand that among that group, there are a number of people who I think are role models for an Antioch education and an Antioch life. A group that includes many men, women who have gone on to become great leaders in this country for change and for a better world. People like Coretta Scott King, who needs no introduction. Eleanor Holmes Norton, the iconic civil rights movement leader and a delegate to the Congress of the District of Columbia. Antioch boasts 2 Nobel laureates, including Mario Capecci, who had received his BS degree in 1961 and is co-recipient of the 2007 Nobel Prize in Physiology and Medicine. And Jose Manuel Ramos Horta, who received his master's degree in our IMA program, our Individualized Master's Program, in Peace Studies in 1984, co-recipient of the 1996 Nobel Peace Prize, and later president of East Timor, 2007 to 2012. And then there are some names that you may not be familiar with, but I think they emulate the Antioch spirit. And one that comes to my mind because it's someone in legal circles is A. Leon Higginbotham, Jr. He was Chief Justice of the United States Circuit Court for the Third Circuit of the United States. He attended a segregated all-black primary school. He attended a segregated all-black high school in New Jersey. He was admitted to Purdue University. But like all other African Americans at Purdue at that time, he was not allowed to live in the dormitories and was required to live in an unheated attic in the building known as International House on that campus. Concluding that this was not an affirming environment, Leon moved and decided to attend Antioch College, as we were known at that time. He was classmates of Coretta Scott King. He excelled. He was admitted into Yale Law School, the most prestigious law school in the country, and was the first African American to be named to the Circuit Court of Appeals for the Third Circuit, and eventually became the Chief Justice of that circuit. We are honored to count all of them as our alumni, and we are honored to count you as our alumni. And there is a lot that we need to do over the next years in a world that needs Antioch more than ever. Since it opened in 1852, Antioch University, then known as Antioch College, had a reputation of innovation, academic excellence, social progressivism, and social activism. We were one of the first institutions to admit blacks to study alongside whites in the same classrooms in the 1850s. This may seem like no great feat, except in the time of the world in the 1850s, it was nothing less than revolutionary. It was, in fact, years before the 13th Amendment and 100 years before federal legislation would require the same result. We are one of the first institutions to allow women to teach alongside men on the same level. And at one of our first graduations, the then president of Antioch said to its students, and I'm sure you've all heard this, it is our motto, be ashamed to die until you have won some victory for humanity. It's become our creed, it is our guiding principle, it is our mission statement, which says that we empower students to lead meaningful lives and to advance social, economic, and environmental justice. And for that reason, I would like to take this moment to once again renew Antioch University's commitment to human rights, to civil rights, to progressive public policy, to social activism, and to our collective efforts to improve the human condition and the human experience here and abroad, and to do our part in educating students who can work toward those social, economic, and environmental goals of justice. It is who we are as an institution. It is our history and heritage to make a difference in the world. It's our spirit. I want you to feel it, embrace it today, build meaningful lives, not just a living. Be bold, be involved politically and civically. Be empowered to know that you have over 75,000 Antioch University alumni standing with you, and that in some way, huge or small, you can make a difference. And that difference will provide to you a meaningful life. Congratulations to you. And once again, thank you for choosing Antioch University.
We are honored to have our next speaker bring greetings from the Board of Governors. Elsa Luna has been a member of the Board of Governors since 2012. Ms. Luna has spent the last 20 years in nonprofit financial leadership roles, and she is the Chief Financial Officer currently for KPCC, Southern California Public Radio. Ms. Luna was named Nonprofit CFO of the Year by the Los Angeles Business Journal in 2015. It is with pleasure that I give you Ms. Elsa Luna.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, Antioch faculty and honored guests. It is my distinct pleasure to welcome you on this memorable day. The Board of Governors is a group of volunteers who have come together with a shared commitment to the vision, mission, and values of Antioch. The Board of Governors has the legal responsibility to see the universities properly and prudently run, and the degrees you'll be awarded today are under the authority of the Board of Governors. This day, however, is about you and this incredible accomplishment you have achieved. I'd like to share with you 3 main words of advice in a formula as you go into the world as an Antiochian graduate. Greatness plus respect equals peace. As Nike stated, greatness is a choice. There is nothing in your accomplishment and in your life that's not already great. Greatness is in you, in us, and whatever you always made this country great. Greatness is not something we must be again. In all humbleness, we are all already great. It's a choice we make. It's a choice you made when you pursued your education at Antioch, chose your major, studied and endured those sleepless nights, and it's culminated into your degree today. Use your greatness, go out into the world and contribute yourself into the framework of this American life. As Winston Churchill once said, the price of greatness is responsibility. Let's never forget, as an Antiochian, with greatness you carry today and every day a deep sense of responsibility. And with that comes my next word of advice to you, which is respect. As one of the greatest presidents in North America once said, among individuals as among nations, the respect to one another's right is peace. And now I'll say it as it was meant to be said. Entre los individuos como entre las naciones, el respeto al derecho el ajeno es la paz. Benito Juárez. During troubling times in history, as in today, we Antiochians must use our responsibility of greatness to implore respect for one another and our opinions, differences, and at times actions. This responsibility and respect for practices, words, and actions are what makes us great. Let's use what Antioch University has taught you in its progressive voice and social justice mission to respect one another and continue this voice in all areas of our personal and professional lives. Finally, I leave you with a final thought: peace. Greatness plus respect equals peace. Peace, my graduates, built on the foundation of greatness with the responsibility of respect, is what you as graduates and all of us futures deserve. Embrace the greatness that you are today, not what we must do again. Respect one another, and in the words of John Lennon, all we are saying is give peace a chance. Congratulations and felicidades, class of 2017.
Our next speaker is Kate Maruyama, who brings us greetings from the AULA Alumni Council. Kate holds an MFA degree in creative writing from Antioch University, Los Angeles, where she also is now an affiliate faculty member, both at the graduate and undergraduate levels. She also is a part of the team behind Inspiration to Publication. She is an instructor also with Writing Workshops Los Angeles and founded and edits the literary website Annotation Nation. Her novel Harrogate was published by 47 North in 2013, and last fall 2 volumes of her short stories were published, one in Phantasma and another in Winter Horror Days. She is an active writer in the LA community, and I give you Kate Maruyama. Kate?
Thank you, Interim Provost Dale Johnston, distinguished faculty and staff, graduates, and their friends and families, and congratulations, class of 2017. That's where you go, woo! I'm here on behalf of the Alumni Council to welcome you to the Antioch University Alumni Association. You're already in. When I joined the council 5 years ago, its beating heart was Nancy Fawcett, who saw the power and potential in Antioch's alumni, celebrated their strength, and was behind the council, celebrated their strength and was behind everything the council was able to do as it grew in numbers and strength over the years. We lost Nancy this year, but I stand here bolstered by the power of her singular will that Antioch alumni understand what a force they can be for social justice in the world. Today, you become a member of a growing group of proud Antioch alumni, hippies, do-gooders, artistic souls, throbbing with a desire for social justice in the world. You're joining a group already over 75,000 strong, I had the figure wrong there, living in almost 50 states in dozens of countries across the globe and active in too many professions to count. And you are graduating into a time when you're needed more than ever. What you should know is that in joining Antioch's alumni, you are joining a large crew of folks who have been fighting for social justice for a long time. You're joining a larger crew that needs you alongside them as we push back. As a member of the Alumni Council, I've had the privilege of meeting alumni from all of the various programs within the university. I've gotten to know Antioch as a larger entity outside the MFA, which is the program I graduated from. Every single alumni I've met has been transformed by the school, particularly by the friendships they formed during this time here with fellow students and with faculty. So first, reach out to your classmates, keep in touch. These are the people who will be formative in your life and in your careers. Check in with the Alumni Association. Make sure you're on their email list. Antioch, being Antioch, has a lot of atypical, extremely cool, social justice-geared alumni events all over the country, including a growing alumni site complete with a national job board and other features. Jump into the community. I ask that you get to know other alumni outside of your program. Because when our alumni get together, wonderful things happen. Since the darkness of late last year, I've seen our alumni spring into action, creating journals for voices of social change, marching, organizing, getting involved in any way they can. They're creating or volunteering with local organizations to protect and assist those who will need it most in the coming years. They have mobilized in online forums to decide what human interest causes need our voices. When Antioch alumni are faced with a national crisis, the question is not, what about me? Their first question is, what can I do? So as you go out there in the world, I ask that you keep your ear to the ground, and when an opportunity arises to help a fellow Antioch alum on their career path, you seize it. When a fellow alumni has a social justice cause that they're working toward, I ask that you lend your voice, your time, your skills. There's no reason we can't create a diverse human network that can put any university's old boys club to shame. You're not just finishing a program, you're becoming a part of something bigger. Work it for all it's worth. Thank you.
We now move to that part of the program where we hear from the candidates for graduation who are here today. Each program selects a student speaker to speak on behalf of the group and to share his or her experiences while engaged in studying at Antioch University. Each speaker will be introduced by the head of the student's program. One of the most unique parts of Antioch is the connection between quality education and values rooted in social justice. Since 1999, the Division of Undergraduate Studies has been living these values through the Bridge program, which provides free humanities education and experiential learning for adults looking for a bridge to higher education. Today, we celebrate the accomplishments of Bridge students from 4 cohorts: students in Culver City, Boyle Heights, Long Beach, and Norwalk. And to introduce the Bridge student speaker is Director of the Bridge program, Catherine Pope.
It is my pleasure to introduce the Bridge student speaker, Lauren Jones. Lauren was born in Texas, but grew up in California, where she has resided most of her life. An avid photographer, her work has been showcased at the Louvre Museum in Paris and in New York City. Lauren's hobbies include anime, travel, and cooking. Please welcome Lauren Jones.
Thank you. Thank you. Greetings, constituents, graduates, faculty, alumni, and families. It is with gratitude that I accept this distinction to speak, and I'm glad to be here today. I want to thank Sherry Futh and David Tripp for their establishment of Bridge, a program designed to give low-income individuals like myself the opportunity to earn college credits. Thank you, Catherine Pope, for your involvement, expertise, and dedication. I want to thank the donors who provide monetarily to Bridge so that it may be fruitful to its cause and achieve its aims. I want to thank the brilliant teachers who expand our minds with knowledge, the TAs, guest speakers, and my fellow students for bringing perspectives, personal narratives, and energies to Bridge. Thank you and congratulations to Bridge students at all 4 sites: Boyle Heights, Long Beach, Norwalk, and my home site, Culver City. Thank you. Initially, I met the idea of the Bridge program with trepidation. Due to work constraints and modern Western pressures, I have always viewed school as inopportune. After a layoff from a day job that had been a complete brain drain, I was overdue for a cognitive shift. I filled out the application, received a phone call from site director Tim Malone. Hearing about the curriculum, community engagement, college credits, diversity, field trips, thorough explanations, and the kindness in Tim's voice inspired me. Bridge accepted me. On my first day at the Bridge program, I felt at home. My fellow classmates were an amalgamation of Catholics, immigrants, the LGBTQIA+ community, minorities, all brave individuals. I felt a connection to an environment that is eager to inspire, encourage, nurture, assist, and provide. In literature class, we were privy to the impressive ancient Sumerian poem, The Descent of Inanna. We were given a kaleidoscope of lenses by reading timeless classics. Writing courses instructed us on how to write narratives and research topics, allowing us to deconstruct ourselves and society. Philosophy was challenging and crucial for development. As a woman of color who has experienced firsthand the so-called civilized world's oppressive and repressive connotations, Freud's civilization and its discontents resonated with me. Art history allowed us to see in art what is not so apparent on the surface. Saturday's BSL service learning course granted access to communities I had never experienced before and taught me how to enter these environments without tainting, corrupting, or colonizing them. It was important to learn that there are alternatives to the traditional civic engagement. As the conversations and knowledge unfolded, I began to understand Bridges' fractal pattern. Perceiving the bridge as comprised of an infinite set of bridges, large and small, that are interconnected. A bridge within a bridge infinitum. The bridges are pathways to the knowledge of self, to connecting the gaps between people for better understanding, to a myriad of different opportunities, people, times, and spaces one would not otherwise be enlightened to. The pathways innumerable, their expanse immeasurable. I am proud to be a component of this equation. I am proud to be a part of Bridge. Thank you for your time. Congratulations on your achievements, and enjoy this wonderful day of celebration.
Thank you, Lauren, for your inspiring story. My name is Kirsten Grimstad, and I am the chair of the Antioch University Faculty Assembly. It is my pleasure to be reading the names of those students and graduates who are participating in today's ceremony. Now, will the Bridge students please rise and follow your marshal to the stage? Will the members of the audience please hold your applause until the final Bridge student has gotten to the stage? Peter Gonzalez. Shali Hamdi. Gina Abdullah. Jackie Ama. Raymond Anderson Bell. Armand Janderson Bell. Charles Banks, Sr. Devin Barnett. Sonia B. Miner. Kevin Evan Burton. Lauren Alexandra Jones. Madeline Dawn Warner. Alicia Roden. Anita Antwi. Wendy Joanna Ruckel. Maria Marquez. Nakia L. Johnson. Purusotam Casey. Leticia Jimenez. Yolanda M. Hughes. Richard Raphael Hamilton. Daniel Herrera. Donald Ray Hurd, Jr. Aprilla Greer. Chris Eckhard. Anasaran Charkasaran.
Hi, Donald.
Devoria Wallace. Sashay Garcia. Marilyn Michelle Thomas. Lakayla Williams. Alicia Santillan. Alex Romero. Anthony Rains. Precious Kimbrough. Najla Nori. Roslyn Mitchell. Ruby Savannah Melendez. Anthony Tiffany Zamora. Jackie Goods. Lloyd McKenna. Okay. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 Bridge students. As we continue today's celebration of student achievement, we will hear from student representatives from each of our academic degree programs. And now our academic degree program student speakers will be introduced by the appropriate program chair.
And I'm Mi Hee Hyun, and I'm the co-chair of the Division of Undergraduate Studies. It's my pleasure to introduce this year's undergraduate commencement speaker, Lori Albright. Lori Albright came to Antioch just over a year ago as a volunteer substance abuse counselor and proud mother of 2 sons. Enthusiastic learner, Lori is excited to meet her goal of graduating from college and moving on to our master's program in clinical psychology. A proud Canadian immigrant who came to Antioch as a mature student, she hopes to be a role model not only to her sons, but also to other learners dreaming of a university degree. Please welcome to the stage our undergraduate commencement speaker, Lori Albright.
Thank you. Good afternoon. I'm very excited and honored to be here this afternoon, standing before so many extraordinary people in this grand celebration of achievement. It honestly feels like a miracle come true. This monumental feat would not have been possible without all of you. To all the students who traveled this journey with me, many who have become close, trusting friends, your kindness has been extremely valuable. To the professors who inspired and encouraged us along the way, your wisdom and guidance has been fundamental. And to the family and friends who supported us, your patience has been essential. I thank you all. You know, there's been many times in my life that the dream of a college degree seemed unattainable. School was never my thing as a child. I'll never forget the first day of kindergarten. There were just too many rules. Sit down, be quiet, get in line. I was so disappointed I walked home at recess. Well, you know, children don't always get what they want, and the circus wasn't hiring, so what can I say? I was coerced, actually it was more like strong-armed, back to that institution and forced into conforming to those rules. Trust me, it wasn't easy, and I spent a lot of time sitting in the corner. That was many years ago, and things change. I've learned many hard and valuable lessons over the years outside the classroom, running a business, and being a mother to my 2 sons. Being a parent has been one of the most challenging and rewarding adventures I have had, and definitely the most expensive. As my children grew and became more independent, I knew my time had come. I could get that college education I had always wanted. I began with night classes at AULA Marymount University to become a substance abuse counselor. How quickly I realized the difference between going to school in my late 40s than when I was in my 20s. At 20, I was constantly digging in my purse looking for a lighter to have a smoke. Now I'm always digging around looking for reading glasses to study. As hard as it was, I loved going to school. I recognize that every day I'm able to learn is a privilege I don't take for granted. I graduated from the program at LMU and began volunteering in a community that desperately needed help. Through this work and the people I met, I gained a new awareness. The inequality and injustice they face as fellow human beings is outrageous, and the perseverance and resilience in facing adversity is absolutely mind-blowing. Through this experience, I quickly realized I needed to continue my education to better equip me to help others and advocate for change. Antioch came highly recommended, and I could not be more pleased. It provided me with an environment where I've been continually empowered and inspired. I've learned not only from the teachers, but my fellow students. These educators and students embrace me, encourage me, and enlighten me, giving me the confidence I need not only to speak here today, but to also be the voice for others who are still dismissed and denied. As much as I hate wearing a dress, I happily put on this awkward graduation gown, which I was told was made out of vodka bottles. Oh, sorry, that was water bottles, I guess. As I looked in the mirror, I thought of the famous words of Kermit the Frog, "It isn't easy being green." How true that is. The environmental issues we face today are frightening, and the disregard for climate change unacceptable. As students and activists, we have a responsibility to this earth and to its inhabitants. So graduates, as we take our degrees and begin this new chapter, there is no guarantee that life will be easy. There will be times when the hurdles are high and the disappointments run deep. But we are Antiochians, and we will persevere. That's right. You see, we have been taught that we don't have to follow their rules. We don't sit down, we don't have to be quiet or wait our turn when inequality and injustice are still prevalent. We bend the rules, push the boundaries, and stretch the limits to advocate for those who face injustice, promote the preservation of this planet, and make positive changes that are so greatly needed across this globe. Let me end by saying this is a huge accomplishment for all of us, and a good reminder to all those kids who think school is just not their thing, and to adults who think an education is just too late to get. We are proof this can be done. Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Laurie. My name is Cynthia McDermott. I'm the chair of the Education Department here at Antioch, Los Angeles, and it is my intense honor, thank you, to introduce the 2017 Education Department Speaker, Martel Okanji. And I want to share a few of his many accomplishments. Martel spearheaded the first permanent lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender resource center at CSUN, and is the founder and president for Go Lead, a nonprofit which is dedicated to providing leadership and education to empower and develop communities, and is a fellow in the Coca-Cola's Next Generation of LGBT Leaders. Martel also currently works as a consultant with many national organizations on curriculum development and is the Youth Development Supervisor at the Los Angeles LGBT Center for At-Risk LGBT youth. Martel manages his accomplishments while all the while balancing his life as a brand new father. Please welcome to the stage our Education Department Speaker, Martel Okanji.
What's up, everybody? It's graduation day. All right, so they had me write another reflection paper, and I thought it was over, but I guess it's not. All right. I always find myself asking this question: what is change? What is leadership? Before I came to Antioch, I've always found myself committed to leadership and change, running to the front of the protest line screaming, "No hate, stop Prop 8." jumping on a bus to occupy the counselor's office to end budget cuts to the education system, standing up for my peers, stating the needs we have as queer students on a campus that makes us feel invisible, and even taking change to conferences, classrooms, and organizations about how to work with underprivileged communities. Hashtag Black Lives Matter. See, even then I realized I wouldn't stop leading and changing. Hence, thinking of my community, we needed safe spaces and healing circles, especially because of those we lost to suicide. Rest in peace, Tanny. It was evident I knew how leadership and change correlated to action, although I didn't quite understand it. Change comes through community movements. I knew I needed more people to work with me in my actions, but Antioch told me how to educate them in that action. It took more than just doing, it took understanding. As I sat in the classrooms with Richard, Cynthia, and Patrick, I began to critically think about my organizing. What does it mean to be a leader and commit to change? I began to understand the term pedagogy, a word I heard the first day of class, the art of teaching. They also could have just said that. But I began to think of organizing in a pedagogical perspective. I started understanding more of what exactly I was changing and who exactly I was leading. This recreated my action on so many levels. I began to critically think of actions and how I can provide skills and tools towards a community movement, action, hell, a revolution. I began looking at the strengths and weaknesses to make sure our movement was effective and sustaining. Most importantly, I moved with my community, not for my community. It began with all of us, not just me. Of course, we all have our own perspectives. But for me, Antioch is not your typical institution, and it's definitely not a place to use in order to just get by. It's a place to critically think of who you are, what you stand for, and what you can do for the ones after you. We all sat in the classroom. We all did the reflections. Here's my second one. The assignments, the experiential activities, the speaker forums, the program. We all critically thought about where we are in society and where we want it to go. We all took a path to becoming something more of who we were yesterday, and that no one can take away from you. Today, I want you to know that I, a Nigerian, black, gay father, has made it. I learned a lot from this program and never thought I could go further in life through all the trauma that I've endured. I'm sure a lot of us sitting here now, as graduates, understand navigating oppression, especially from our education faculty. We are all amazing, and the capabilities we can give to the world to make it just a bit better than yesterday, through the communities we educate, make us much more valuable. I leave you with this. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die, 'cause I don't know what my ancestors gonna feel if I don't survive. It's been a long, long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Friends, families, esteemed staff, thank you for supporting us through this journey. Class of 2017, we made it!
Thank you, Martel. Hello, my name is Susan Nero, and I'm chair of the management department. And I'm here to introduce to you the 2017 commencement speaker for the management department, Selena Alvarez. The criteria for the student speaker for the MA in Nonprofit Management degree program are excellence in academic performance, community citizenship, and professional presence.
Program faculty and students have chosen Selena Alvarez as this year's speaker. A single mother who started her higher education as an adult, Selena is now the executive director of Housing Works, a large nonprofit Los Angeles organization. She is well known all over Los Angeles for her leadership in advocating for and serving the homeless population. She is a passionate and effective agent of change. Please welcome to the stage our commencement speaker for the Management Department, Selena Alvarez.
Family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates, today we gather to celebrate the milestone of graduation, achieved for some within a traditional time frame, and for others, as in my case, after nearly 2 decades. May we always remember the goals we have achieved, memories created, accomplishments completed, and the promise of what is yet to come, as well as those who remained by our side through it all. Michael, Andre, Lisa, Mary, John, and Sherry, thank you. For me, it is most important that we never doubt the healing power of humane and dignified relationships. One person, one life, one relationship at a time. In 2015, Arizona education officials deemed it illegal to recite the following poem by Luis Valdez in schools. They objected to the promotion of ethnic solidarity and the overthrow of the U.S. government by teaching Mexican history and hip-hop. The name of the poem is Inlak-ech, a Mayan phrase used to define human beings as huiniklil, vibrant beings. Inlak-ech, I am you, or you are me. Tú eres mi otro yo. You are my other me. Si te hago daño a ti, if I do harm to you, me hago daño a mí misma. I do harm to myself. Si te amo y respeto, if I love and respect you, me amo y respeto yo. I love and respect myself. Last night in LA County, 57,000 human beings slept in a place not meant for human habitation. We must work together as a society to invest in each other and reignite flames that are now dim. With each connection we build and every life we touch, we possess the ability to create a ripple effect in our society. We must take time to listen, reflect, and to give our full selves to one another. It is my hope that we always strive to build relationships based on integrity, a call for justice, and simply the connection we all share from life spark within us. As the Executive Director of Housing Works, a Los Angeles-based nonprofit, I take deep pride in the work we do to create humane and dignified relationships that will restore justice in our community. Through the practice of harm reduction strategies and intentional collaboration, we do whatever it takes, for as long as it takes, to get folks off the streets and into housing. Providing intensive supportive services tailored towards the specific needs of each individual allows for successful integration into our community. You see, at Housing Works, we don't believe in drive-by social work. We establish healthy and trusting rapport, as well as fair and transparent boundaries. Kindness, forgiveness, and reciprocity are key. Demonstrating authenticity and genuine interest towards an individual who is wounded by the trauma of homelessness inspires us as individuals to work together, and it inspires individuals to work with us and not against us. This journey is not over, and our lives will continue to tell a story. We may be thrown a curveball that has the potential to bring us to our knees. When that happens, I think of the words of my dear friend, Molly Lowry. Molly was the previous executive director at Housing Works and founder of LAMP Community, now known as the People Concern. And she was also consultant to many other nonprofit organizations that serve LA's homeless population. Shortly before she passed away last July, she told me, "Selena, when life gets hard, and it will, stay the course, don't give up, and just keep putting one foot in front of the other." Thank you, gracias, in la quech.
Thank you, Selena, for that beautiful speech. Good afternoon. My name is Donald Strauss. I'm the chair of the Urban Sustainability Department. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you the 2017 commencement speaker for the Urban Sustainability Program, Angela Vincent. Prior to earning her master's degree in urban sustainability, Angela received her BA from Loyola Marymount University, studying theater, music, and political science. She is the co-author and vocalist for the book and album Save Queen Green, Mother Nature's Eco Rhymes, which she created with her mother. Together, they provide youth environmental education through the arts. Angela's capstone was the creation of a sustainability summer camp curriculum that merges science and the arts to create an educational experience for children to explore social and environmental issues in their community. And I'd like to add that it's difficult enough to go through graduate school. Angela did it by giving presentations at conferences and publishing articles, something I think is to be commended. So it's my pleasure to welcome to the podium Angela Vincent.
Thank you, Dawn. Hello, and welcome to the friends and family, the faculty and staff, and to the 2017 graduates of Antioch University, Los Angeles. My name is Angela Vincent, and it is an honor to stand here today representing my fellow classmates and colleagues from the Urban Sustainability Master's Program. Now, some of you may be thinking, urban sustainability, what does that really mean? So to give us all a better picture of what the Urban Sustainability graduates set out to do, I will illustrate some of the issues we have examined over the past 2 years. We worked with the Black Workers Center of Los Angeles to examine race, jobs, and economic justice because the unemployment and underemployment rate among African Americans in LA County is 50%. We examined different bicycle cultures, the forgotten riders, those who use the bike as their main mode of transportation, and those who use it for recreation, to think more deeply about transportation justice, considering these two very different bicycle cultures. We looked at the perennial issue of homelessness in Los Angeles and brainstormed ways to break down the barriers that preclude us as a society from making a real commitment to take care of our own people and provide their very basic needs. And we examined what a just transition looks like. A transition from an extractive economy that takes and takes and takes from the earth to an economy that both regenerates our society and our environment, We explored how we can create jobs, industries, and an economy that can create a livable planet and lead to a sustainable future. Have you noticed a theme? Justice is the through line within all of these experiences, whether social, economic, or environmental justice. And this is not just true for the Urban Sustainability Program, but for the institution as a whole. Antioch is a rare place that not only values, but leads with justice. It is inclusive, offering opportunities to people from all walks of life, even if we don't fit a certain mold. Antioch is a place that is not afraid to ask the hard questions. It is a place that pushes back against the status quo. And it urges us to peel back the layers of the problems we face, to uncover the roots to historic injustices to people and the planet. And it's not about just looking out for the little guy, so to speak, just because it's the right thing to do, but rather because we know our social, economic, and environmental problems are linked. As Pope Francis so eloquently outlined in his encyclical entitled On Care for Our Common Home, he writes, "We need to strengthen the conviction that we are one single human family. There are no frontiers or barriers, political or social, behind which we can hide. Still less is there room for the globalization of indifference. We must regain the conviction that we need one another, that we have a shared responsibility for others and the world, and that being good and being decent are worth it." Our time here at Antioch has equipped us to take on this responsibility, to go out and help chip away at these problems we face, and to take them head on. The problem, that's most important to you, whether that's being the best educator you can be to inspire the next generation, or finding a job where you can give back to society in some way, or leading a nonprofit that aligns with your values, helping people work through their trauma so they can cope in this crazy world, or working at the grassroots level to create real community change in your community. So cheers to all of the graduates today who have made it to this point and who are opening up a new chapter to take on this responsibility. So let us all charge forward with love in our hearts and with our heads held high to create the future that we want to see. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela. Hello, everyone. My name is Joy Turek, and I'm the chair of Antioch University Los Angeles' Psychology Department. It's my honor to introduce the 2017 commencement speaker for psychology, Alejandro Romero. Alejandro grew up in Chicago as a first-generation American. From an early age, his passion for the arts was expressed in dance, theater, television, and feature films. This creative spirit eventually led him to Antioch, where he entered into a deepened journey of self-discovery as a gay man within his own unique, rich background. Through his clinical training this past year, he now finds himself deeply rewarded and inspired to affirmatively empower his queer clients at the LGBT Center. Please welcome to the stage our psychology speaker, Alejandro Romero.
Hi, everybody. Look around. You did it. Can you believe it? I can't. Well, congratulations, my fellow graduates. It takes a superhuman effort to earn this degree. Today, do not be modest. We have accomplished something extraordinary, and always remember the strength and resilience and the willingness to be vulnerable. that made this happen. Master of Arts in Psychology. It has a nice ring to it. I, like many of you, came to Antioch seeking a new start with a new career, and I come from a life, as Joy said, in the performing arts. What is art? For me, art makes you feel something. Art gives you the opportunity to stop, pause, and think, maybe feel differently about your life, and maybe not feel alone anymore. It might even inspire you to make a change. That is exactly what the last 2 years of my life has been at Antioch. It has been an overwhelming, artful reflection of insight. That's a mouthful. The MAP program is geared to make you aware of your stuff. And as a gay Latino man, I've got some stuff. My first class was called Society and the Individual, led by our sensei, Joy Turek. This class is like taking the red pill in the Matrix. There was no going back to my protected and unaware reality. Antioch, along with our unique and vital LGBT specialization, does a fantastic job of educating their students in multicultural awareness and competence. And I came face to face with the truth of power and privilege in our country. In my first quarter, every week I would walk to campus super excited with my new briefcase because now I was a graduate student and I needed a briefcase. I would pass an elderly Latino man working the grounds landscaping, and I would wave hello, and he made a point. Hello? I passed this elderly Latino man working the grounds landscaping, and I would wave hello, and he made a point to stop what he was doing and share with me this huge, handsome smile drawn with lines of decades of working in the sun. And I felt his encouragement in that smile. I felt like he was proud of me. Or maybe he just liked my briefcase. In any case, I came to learn that only 7% of master's degrees are earned by Latinos. And it's not because Latinos are not that smart, and it's not because I'm smarter than most Latinos. It has a lot to do with advantages I was given. Advantages the kind landscaper did not have. So, my fellow graduates, my fellow rebels, as I encourage you to not be modest about your achievement today, I also encourage you to remember the support you received from loved ones. Most importantly, remember historically the backs of the people you stand on today, who made it possible for you to have this privilege. Never forget their struggle, and often they lost their lives, and continue in the Antioch tradition of social justice. Take this degree and give people the red pill. Awareness and education are the remedies that empower people to make a change. I am so grateful to my parents, my sister, my love, my dear friends, colleagues, and professors. You've changed my life. Thank you so much. Congratulations, we did it!
Thank you, Alejandro. Aloha, hippies. I'm Steve Heller, Chair of the Creative Writing Department, and it is my pleasure to introduce Kim Sabine, representing the MFA in Creative Writing cohort called the Vermilions. Kim studied writing for young people during her time at Antioch's MFA in Creative Writing program. She is currently revising her first young adult novel, Journey Girl. And during her final semester, Kim published 2 personal essays, an annotation, and an interview with Newbery Medal-winning author Matt De La Pena in Antioch's literary journal, Lunch Ticket. Kim lives with her husband and daughter in Scottsdale, Arizona, or a low residency program, where she plans to begin a career teaching writing in the community college system. Please join me in welcoming Kim Sabine. Kim Sabin. Kim Sabin. Let me say it again, Kim Sabin.
Congratulations, MFA graduates. "2017 marked two important milestones for Antioch University. It's the 20th anniversary of our beloved Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing program and the 45th anniversary of the establishment of our Los Angeles campus. 2017 also marked another notable 45th with the inauguration of our nation's 45th president, ushering in new policies, new priorities, and a wave of uncertainty. Our final semester began in January, just weeks before the new administration took office. As graduate students, we were tasked with the usual stream of deadlines and due dates, regardless of the endless barrage of breaking news interruptions and social media posts that begged our constant attention. Our class faced the special challenge of creating content while remaining engaged in the madness that churned and swirled outside our closed doors. We used our growing knowledge of craft and our unwavering belief in social justice to exemplify the power of the written word. While daily pronouncements attempted to label facts as alternative and news as fake, we chose to work harder and dig deeper. This Antioch cohort was not deterred. In the past 2 years, we have been taught to read closely, to write cleanly, and to speak the hard truths. For us, there is no alternative. Dr. Steve Heller promised us on our first day in class that we would leave this program changed. My fellow Vermillions, from what I've observed, we are changed. We are stronger, and we are braver, and we are freer. We are no longer writing students, we are writers. As our time in the creative writing program comes to an end and we return to our communities, I hope we'll continue to practice Antioch's mission. We hold the responsibility to use our newly acquired skills to lead meaningful lives and to advance social, economic, and environmental justice. As writers, we must share our poetry and our essays and our stories to help make sense of chaos, to speak for those who can't, and to form connections through our shared experiences. It is our burden, and it is our honor. I know the world feels messy right now, but I also know we have the opportunity to affect change with our brave hearts and our beautiful words. And on the days that feel impossibly dire, I hope we can gently remind ourselves that this graduating class completed our MFAs at the beginning of the Trump era while remaining true to our art. I want to leave you all today with Ray Bradbury's prolific wish for writers. You must write every single day of your life. You must write dreadful dumb books and glorious books and let them wrestle in beautiful fights inside your head, vulgar one moment, brilliant the next. You must lurk in libraries and climb the stacks like ladders to sniff books like perfume and wear books like hats upon your crazy heads. I wish for you a wrestling match with your creative muse that will last a lifetime. I wish craziness and foolishness and madness upon you. May you live with hysteria and out of it make fine stories, science fiction or otherwise, which means may you be in love every day for the next 20,000 days, and out of that love, remake a world. Congratulations. Thank you.
A
professional photographer will take photos of each candidate as he or she receives the diploma. Guests who wish to take photographs must stay in their seats to do so. The Royce Hall ushers are instructed to keep the aisles unobstructed, and we thank you in advance for your cooperation. And finally, to everyone, once all the groups of undergraduate and graduate degree candidates have returned to their seats, the provost will then confer all degrees on the graduates. Then, those of you who are able are asked to stand for the recessional, to remain standing at your seats until all students, faculty, and platform party have exited the hall. After you leave the hall, please join us for a reception on the Briskin Family Plaza, adjacent to the Lot 5 parking lot. Okay. At this time, I would like to invite the faculty marshal to take his place. Faculty marshal? Okay. Well, okay. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise, follow your marshal to the stage, and cross the stage for your diplomas? All set? Cleo Anderson. Karen Eden Barnoy. Wendy Barranco. Janine Yvette Betts. Yay, Janine. Lori Albright. Rosa Blasi. Margaret Burby. Elizabeth Burns. Hey. Christopher James Calandra. Angela Carrillo. Hi. Frederick Chaplin Dury. Karina Chazanas. Hey. Lionel Dexter. Joseph F. Garcia II. Hey. Brandy Friedlander. Gerald Kelly Griffin. Jonathan Gomez. Christiana Dorian Gottlisch. Elizabeth Martinez Hahn. Cynthia Lynn Harvey Taylor. Hi. Francis Hernandez. Frankie Ingrasha. Leighton Paisley Jeffries. Michael Mathos Johnson. Morgan Larry Peters. Rivera. Jorge Luis Bermudez.
Do it anyway.
Stacy Mack. Elizabeth Lawler Morfori. Lawana McCullough. Andrew Saluna McReynolds. Carly Denise Nelson. Sandra Nelson. Ghazal Noor. Ashley Okanma. Kayla Ormandy. Samantha Elena Parker. Hey. Vanessa Rios. Justin Rocha. John Holland Shane. Elaine Skoulas. William Stegeman. Shelley Lee Stevens. Cassandra Strice. Congratulations. Michelle Thomas. Ariel Williams. Hey. Germani Williams. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 candidates for the Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science. Okay. Oh, she's registering already. Okay. Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts in Education and Master of Arts in Education with Leadership and Change please rise, follow your marshal to the stage, and cross the stage for your diplomas? Ready? Martel Okonji. Wendy Jennifer Abdelmalak. Gonzalo Andrade. Kimberly Elaine Butler. Cara Carnejo. Larry Creighton. Michelle Marie Ellis. Andrew Elson. Ricardo Guerrero. Hey. Susan Hatchett. Oh, okay. George Kapashvili. Nadia Andrea Manriquez. Rosario Ramos. Monica Rincon Martinez. Kristen Robertson. Laura Elena Roman. Story Rebecca Scheinberg. Is that it? Are there any more? Wait. Do you have a? You did it. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 candidates for the Master of Arts in Education and Master of Arts in Education with Leadership and Change degree.
Right here. There you go. You're welcome.
Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Nonprofit Management please rise, follow your marshal to the stage, and cross the stage for your diplomas? Selena Alvarez. Adriana Boylan. Rebecca Sear. Kenta Darley Uzmar.
Oh, that's right. Go ahead.
Courtney Davis. Tiari Escobedo. Beatrice Garcia. Tracy Nicole Green. Quadron. Karen Hamilton. Maria Elena Hewitt. Nia Array Hill. Alexis Marion. Nicole Martin. Jerome Ali Murdoch. Guadalupe Rivera. Amanda Stubbe. Joshua Stutz. Anastasia Terrell. Amber Walters. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 candidates for the Master of Arts in Nonprofit. Okay. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts in Urban Sustainability please rise? Follow your marshal to the stage and cross the stage for your diplomas. What? Okay. Angela Rose Vincent. Avital Sarah Aboudi. Susan Mola Salahi. Daryl Everett Patterson, Jr. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 candidates for the Master of Arts in Urban Sustainability degree. Okay. We're going now. Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts in Psychology and Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology please rise? Follow your marshal. Okay. Alejandro Romero. Danielle Rose Adler. Ori Agam. Paula Kathleen Allen. Eddie Alvo. Yay. Christine Noel Anderson. You're good. Erica Anderson. Lindsay Jeanette Atolikian. Raj Arora. Claudia Santarelli Bates. Vanessa Faith Bellafiore. Michaela Blachova. Kimberly Kalina Brown. Shay Sirvany. Susan Clayton. Philip Cleaver. Breon Clemens. Shira Ariel Cohen. Jean Cook. Lindsay Cooper. Jennifer Renee Davis. Pia Louise Davis. Lisa Ann Bloom. Morgan Shanae Coffey. Yvonne Marie Estrada. Delary Flores. Janelle Deanna Cox. Dora Yvette Daniels Ovando. Donna R. Broder. Renee Russolo. Elise Marie Corvo. Catherine Sparks. Christy Desai. Bradlecia Christay Dixon. Kelsey Elaine Eck. Lauren Stephanie Emmel. Deborah Friedman. Rachel Fusco. Samantha Gando. Stephanie Gilbert. Brandy Denise Glass. Van Ethan Levy. Lonnie Damrell Miller. Sochi Roman. Lisette Monroy. Emma Gilbert Levin. Lennis LeRae Gonzalez. Amani Graham. Jack Haynes. Jordan Hale. Diamond Haywood. Alice Hernandez. Amanda Louise Jones. Alexandra Lippens Capel. Darren Hummel. Jessica Kaufman. Bonnie Levy. Joshua Javedonfar. Kira Elizabeth Ziem Mack. Sergio Ocampo. Ani Hakverdian. Jennifer Call. Terrence Cava. Samantha Kristen. Zhenya Liebman. Sherry Lee Grand. Nicole Lindstrom. Maricela Mendoza. Tess Kadonaga Norton. Kavita Patil. Susan Peltier. Evan Michael Perlow. Drew Pillsbury. Eric John Plott. Mordecai Politico. Alicia Renee Adrienne Reed. Brittany Marie Robledo. Emily Rogers. Anna Cordich Sandoval. Stephanie Raylene Sandoval. Minta Patricia May Sheffield. Marianne Rodriguez Valdez. Anat Seidman Schneider. Jessica Camille Simmons. Jean Michelle Simon. Jacqueline Michelle Smuckler. Mark Stein. Myra Robin Stevenson. David Straw. James Sutherland. Felicia Suzette Teichgraber. Rachel Tenorowitz. Kelsey L. Testa. Heather Totten. Sheila Tucker. Susie Unger. Carrie Patricia Vanden Eickhoff. Kristen Welke. Adrina Michelle Wilson. Princess Patrice Woodruff. Gaia Woods. Greg Wright. Cynthia Wu. Jamie Yates. Maria Zandi. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 candidates for the Master of Arts in Psychology and Master of Arts in Clinical Psychology. Will the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts in Creative Writing please rise and follow your marshal to the stage and cross the stage for your diplomas? Okay. Of course it's Sabin. Okay. Kimberly Sabin. Artwa Mohammed Agalini. Katie Avila. Jane Rebecca Canarella. Jenny Harrington Armit. William Austin Hill. Wait. Leslie Joan McConnell and Kira. Marcina Deanne Hooks. Nancy Esther Kazar.
Yes, just give me a moment.
Caitlin Kavanaugh Keating. Lauren Kinney. Elise Strongman. Douglas Mena. Victoria Miller. Gabrielle Parker. Emily Kwan. John Charles Reedberg. Joshua Rourke. Patricia Ann Thorne. Carrie Vernor. Isabel Walker. Salima Yamini Benjamin. Yamini. Please join me in congratulating the 2017 candidates for the Master of Fine Arts and Creative Writing degree. Okay. And now we begin that part of today's commencement ceremony that you have all been waiting for. Will the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science please rise? Yeah, okay. Good, great. Provost Johnston, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you for appropriate recognition the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Arts and Bachelor of Science.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Antioch University, Los Angeles, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University, I hereby confer upon you the degree Bachelor of Arts or Bachelor of Science with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Will the candidates for the degrees of Master of Arts please rise? Provost Johnston, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you for appropriate recognition the candidates for the degree of Master of Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Antioch University, Los Angeles, and by the authority vested in me by the Board of Governors of Antioch University, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Master of Arts with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. You may be seated.
Okay, settle down, settle down. Provost Johnston, on behalf of the faculty, I present to you for appropriate recognition the candidates for the degree of Master of Fine Arts.
Upon the recommendation of the faculty of Antioch University, Los Angeles, and by the authority of the Board of Governors of Antioch University, I hereby confer upon you the degree Master of Fine Arts with all the rights, honors, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations. Master of Fine Arts and Master of Fine Arts graduates, please remain standing, and will all the other candidates please rise. Now that you have your the degrees have been conferred, it's time to continue an ancient academic tradition signifying your official transition from candidate to graduate, and mark the beginning of the next stage in your life. Please move your tassel from the right to the left. You are officially graduates of Antioch University. You may be seated. After we've heard from all of our class speakers, I'm not sure what more I can add to what they have said, so I'm going to keep this brief. Yes. As human beings, we have something unique in all of existence. we have consciousness. That is, we are aware that we are aware. We know that we know. And we can distinguish ourselves from the rest of the world and from others. And we can also reflect upon the great issues that have challenged human thinking since the very beginning of human history. Issues like who are we? What meaning does existence have? Our place in the scheme of things? What beauty, goodness, and justice are. And now, as you are graduates, you have a perspective to bring to the world. You can bring special insights to these issues, and you can craft the concepts and ideas that will assist all of us to understand ourselves and the world better. In the broadest sense of the term, you're all now poets, assisting mankind to wonder and to ponder the large and small experiences of existence, the amazement of a sunset, the cruelty of war, the warmth of a newborn infant's hand, the frightened cry of someone in the night. As we celebrate your accomplishments, we look forward to the inspiration and guidance that you all will provide to us. And today is the beginning. It's the commencement of your efforts. We're proud of you, and we commend you for your diligence and for your vision. Today is also, as you've heard, a special day for me, and I can celebrate with this class in a unique kind of way, I think, because I too leave the halls of Antioch today. It's been an honor to serve this institution for nearly 30 years and to finally graduate after 50 years in higher education. You thought it took you a long time, right? I leave you with the words of Antioch College's first president, Horace Mann, when he challenged the graduates of 1859 with these now famous words: "Be ashamed to die until you have won some victory for humanity." I urge you to go forth from this day and this place and win your victories. The opportunities are endless. Go for it. Congratulations. Our hearts go with you. Now I would invite all of us to participate in the reception that follows. Will the members of the audience please stand and stay standing for the recessional march? And please remember to wait until all graduates have exited the hall. Thank you for joining us today.
back row, I think. Okay, I'm gonna get this from.